And there's big breaking news that's coming in. Sources confirming to us that a US-flagged tanker, Stena Imperative, has been hit by 2 projectiles while anchored in the Bahrain port. The fire has reportedly been put out. The crew have been evacuated from that vessel safely, but there have been images coming in from Bahrain that shows the UL naval base being hit badly. And now the confirmation coming in right now that a US-flagged tanker has also been hit. This was largely projectile that hit this particular tanker while it was anchored in the Bahrain port. Sandeep, I'll bring you in on this. You know, those images were very, very telling of the kind of damage inflicted in Bahrain. Now, information trickling in on the level of or extent of damage that's actually happened.
Akshita, Bahrain happens to be the headquarters of the US 5th Fleet. It's headquartered there, and it doesn't have aircraft carriers. It has a couple of replenishment ships. It has warships over there, posted there. But that is, literally one of those places that Iran has threatened to strike. It has done so in the last 3 days, and it's quite possible that that tanker was hit by accident, but it is part of the widening of conflict. You can see the way Iran has been, stepping up its attacks all across West Asia, attacking all the air, US air and sea bases over there, sending out a very strong message that whatever strategy that the US and Israel had followed against Iran seems to have, been grossly miscalculated, it would seem, in the last couple of days.
But that's the other question that comes up, Gaurav. Soon after the strike on Iran, it was a given that US bases would be the target. And yet you see in this particular case, why is it that a missile from Iran wasn't intercepted?
So 2 aspects here. One, a missile interception or an incoming projectile interception, a rocket, a missile, a drone, an incoming fighter jet, 96% success, 97% success, it's considered outstanding. So 100% success, not possible. That's point 1. Point 2, sometimes you even wonder if the projectile costs about a couple of $100 or a couple of $1,000. Do you send in a projectile that costs a couple of maybe $1 million, $500,000? Do you send that in? Is it cost effective? What is it that it's going to damage? If it's going to just fall in a field, then you let it fall in a field, because the strike may be symbolic, it doesn't hurt you. But here, the strike is very big. It may not have sunk the ship, it will sink your pocket. If an oil tanker is hit, which means insurance rates will go through the roof, which means insurance companies will not let oil tankers be in this area. And if Strait of Hormuz, oil and gas, that supply is choked, then your pocket, my pocket, India is impacted, China is impacted, South Korea, Japan, all the entire, southern South Asia and Southeast Asia, they are very badly impacted. As you pointed out, half the world is impacted, Saudi Arabia is impacted. There'll be so much pressure on US and Israel, stop, stop, stop. That's exactly what Iran is doing right now.